Hey guys, Henning and Morten from FlippedNormals here. In this video, we are going to be talking about one of our absolute favorite tools when it comes to art.
To anything.
To anything. This is...
to life.
To life. This is for 2D artists, 3D artists, or whoever you might be. It's called PureRef. We talked about this briefly in some of our other videos, and everyone's like, what is the tool called?
Yeah.
How do you do that? This is a tool which allows you to add images on top of your screen, which is the most handy thing in the world.
Yeah, usually some people would just like have the Windows, whatever, Photos thing open, scroll through their images, click, oh, I need this image now. But with PureRef, you can make sort of like a live canvas where you can have all your references on there at the same time. So we have an example here of how PureRef works.
Yeah.
It's pretty handy because you can manipulate these images in any way you want, position them, group them. Like, say this was the faces. Okay, this is my face reference, body reference, other references here and there, and you can sort of like divide them any way you want.
Yeah, it's just so handy because it basically mitigates you having to have two monitors. Without this, I needed two monitors, but now I actually prefer to have this on one.
Yeah.
One of the cool things as well is that it's a completely free tool. If you when you go to the website, you hit download, then you're taken to this page where you by default it's going to ask you to donate €5,
which we would recommend because it's such a super awesome tool.
Yeah, support the devs on this one.
Yeah.
No affiliation with them. We just really enjoyed the tool they're building.
I mean, we use it pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Like every time we're sculpting in Zbrush, PureRef is open, so that's kind of why we wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
Just a quick example of how it could work. So if you're in ZBrush, usually, okay, then you have to go over and find your reference and look over and stuff. But with PureRef, you can just set this is the main sort of like advantages to it. Go to mode and say always on top. Control Shift or A is the hotkey. That way you can sort of like sculpt in ZBrush or any other application, whether it's Photoshop or I don't know if you're Nuke or something.
Yeah.
And then you can sculpt while you look at your references over here, and you can still manipulate the window and do everything you need to that. So really handy. There's a lot of different hotkeys in this. And there's way too many to keep track of for this video. So what we'd really recommend is you go to the settings, go to the let's get that away. Actions and Controls tab, and here you have, I don't know, about infinity.
Yeah, I think around 6,000 or so.
Just of different kinds of hotkeys that can do all sorts of things. Usually, just stick to the default ones, really, where it's middle mouse drags your canvas, so you can be zoomed in on one reference, go to the next one, zoom out. My mouse has like the scroll wheel can click to the sides, so it can like scroll in and out super quickly. So that might be another feature you want. Control F to full screen it, which is pretty practical as well.
Yeah, I believe if you hold on the Z and just drag as well, then you can zoom in and out just by dragging. Because then you can use it with a tablet as well.
Yeah, you don't have to use a mouse. That's a good point. Another one that I like to use is you can do Control Shift and left mouse button that rotates it. Control and Alt and left mouse button sort of like scales it up. So, but there's so many of these.
Yeah, and just by left mouse button, you drag the picture as well.
Yeah.
This becomes second nature quite quickly, like spend half an hour or so, and you're going to be pretty much up to speed with this.
Yeah. We found another one, which was controlling the master opacity. So if you hold down Control plus or minus, you can sort of like lower the opacity, and then you can still work with your thing. Maybe you have something like overlaid as a face or something, and you're like, okay, I want to match that face like that.
Yeah, this is kind of the opposite of using the see-through mode in ZBrush, because obviously you can just put this in the background and put the see-through mode on top. Yeah. But it turns out there are people in the world who don't use ZBrush for everything. So if you're doing Photoshop or whatever, you can just take you kind of like trace whatever it is you're doing, and instead of just putting like a layer, you can just take this on top and just start tracing it. Yeah. For whatever reason.
I don't know why I thought of like cooking. Maybe you could use it for cooking. But I don't think you can. I was like, maybe if you're cooking, but then you just like have an iPad.
Yeah, if you're cooking in the computer.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think you use it for cooking.
No, I don't think so. Other than, resizing the window, that's a pretty handy one. Usually the way I like to work with it is pretty small over to the side, and then I have a reference that I try to match or something. And that's usually the default workflow. The always on top feature was really what got me started with PureRef in the beginning. Yeah, because it's really hard to find that.
Yeah, and also if you watch all those sculpting videos, you can tell that the right side of the screen or left side of the screen is always kind of empty for some reason. Yeah, that's because PureRef is there. We're just not showing your references because of whatever reason.
So it always looks like this when we're sculpting in videos, just because PureRef is always on top.
Yeah. One of the cool things as well is it works with the copy pasting. So if you if you have an image in your clipboard from the great internet or like a screenshot or whatever, then you can just do that.
So here I have Google on my other monitor, and I'm just dragging over an image.
Drag and drop also works, which is amazing, which I've known for around 10 minutes now before Morten showed me.
And then, this one comes in, maybe it's a little small. You're like, okay, I want it to be this big. Control-Alt, drag out with the left mouse button. You can delete it again. Like Henning says, you can copy-paste stuff. If you want to be more organizational, you can press Control-N for notes. And then just go I want this to be the face area. There we go. And now that's sort of labeled, so it's easy to manage. The nice thing is you can save PureRef files, kind of like a Photoshop file, which means you can share with other people. So instead of giving them a huge directory of files, it's like, oh, here, have this and this. You just give them your pre-organized file, and they can work off of the same references as you do. Yeah,
it's so useful because you spend so much time doing this. Like, how much time did you spend collecting the reference and organizing it?
Over several days, you add continuously. So this whole file, some of these files are pretty big. Maybe this is 100% zoom or something. So it's a big file, and this whole document is only 80 megabytes. Yeah. So it's not that big a deal, really.
Yeah, definitely recommend that you go through the key bindings and just go through that. There's just so many of them.
Yeah, there's too many to count.
Yeah, regardless of you being an advanced user with super fancy hotkeys, or if you just go through and use right-click and go to all the settings, the main point here is that you use always on top. You get your images in there by dragging from the browser or dragging from a Finder or an Explorer, and then you just keep it and look at your reference.
Yep.
It sounds like a trivial thing as well when the fact that you can keep it on one monitor, and we talked about this before. Where it sounds like the laziest thing in the world. By instead of having to move your head, your eyes from one monitor to the other, you just move your eye a few centimeters. It's not because we're super weak humans who are attached to your computer, but it's just because it's just easier.
It's just one of those things you can optimize to optimize your workflow. Yeah. Sometimes I'll work on it. I'll work with it on my second monitor if I need more space in Zbrush or something. But having it like this overlaid on top of Zbrush or whatever you're using, it's means that you can you can basically look at your reference while you're looking at what you're painting or sculpting or whatever.
Exactly. So that's basically our favorite tool ever.
Yeah, pretty much. So if you want to see more content like this in the future, where we find some cool software, maybe something cool that we use, let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to comment and subscribe, and also hit the notification button, the little bell, because otherwise, for some reason, you won't get notified when we put out new videos.
Yes, that would be very helpful.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.